Hey Shabby Chicers, today I am sharing a swap project that I did. My friend Fran organised an altered shoe swap, and it's not something I'd tried before, so I thought, well, why not give it a go? It's be a bit of fun. My swap partner was Myrta, and she's in the USA, and I sort of found out that she liked shabby chic like I do, which is handy. So I went to the charity shop and I found this pair of shoes. The only stipulation that we had was to have a sort of size 3, 4, so that everybody's shoes were the same size, but we didn't have any stipulation on what sort of shoe. So, I mean, these were just ones that would have not got sold because there was a fault on the other one. So that's the before, and then this is the after. I started off by spraying the whole shoe white. I gave it a couple of coats, but it was still very shiny, so what I did was I used some of the Nougat Fresco Finish paint by Paper Artsy just to sort of dull it down and make it nice and shabby. Did I say that's the Nougat colour? Next, what I did was I used an old sock, clean, before I get any comments, because I thought it was easier rather than trying to make something shoe shaped to fill, because I knew I was going to make it into a pincushion. I thought I might as well use the sock because it's shoe shaped. So I just used some very thick sort of upholstery foam to fill it. And then all I did was I lined a little piece of white cotton in around, so that any of the bits that saw through, you wouldn't actually see the sock, you just see a white cotton. I then did this ruffling with, it was an old doily that I had cut up and used the centre of, but I had this huge amount of ruffled edging. So I just sort of basically started at one end, pinned it, and then just ran it round, and doubling back on myself until I had the right amount. I did try it all the way up and it just looked far too poofy, so I sort of brought it back down, only did the bottom half. For the middle sections I've used 3 butterfly appliques. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. I found that having something flat there, so it sort of took away the focus, so you've still got this nice and this nice, and it's not too in your face. And I found that they sort of hug the heel and the back quite nicely as well with the shape of them. That obviously left little gaps, which I filled with Wild Orchid Craft flowers. I also added a couple at the toe. And then this is some of the, it's like rose ribbon that I cut. I ran some all the way around the top, and then some extra ones just to fill in. And I used little pins, pearl-headed pins, to stick those in place. And then there's a little tiny sort of cartouche that just fitted in the centre of that one. For the top, I've just used a really pretty vintage doily that just happened to be the right size, and it had this lovely sort of pattern on the top which was just perfect to stick a pin in and give that sort of nice effect. This was an old pearl necklace or 2. It just had I've got a jar full of pearls that I've broken up, necklaces. So sorry, that's my phone. Yeah, so I just put them on a string, and then I used some of the little roses. I pushed the wire down in and then fed them over, so that they're still sort of loose, but it just allows them to hold it in place without it being sort of gluey and stuck. more wild orchid craft flowers in amongst more pearls. Again, that's just a little pin, yeah, pearl headed pin. What else? What else? What else? Oh, yeah, the back. Again, another of the little flowers, and then I used some vintage seam binding, just tied to the zip. And that's pretty much it. And I thought, well, you can't have a pin cushion without some pins, so I made a few little pins just to go in it and show it off. So that's the top, the front, side, that's the other side, that's the back. So I hope that Martha likes her shoe. Obviously I won't put this video out until I know it's reached her. But I hope you like it, Martha, and all the people that watch, let me know what you think. This is my first attempt at an altered shoe. And I must admit, when I first started doing it, it was just all kinds of wrong. But I sort of worked through the uglies, as they say, and pursued and pursued and pursued until I was happy with what I'd done. And I hope that Martha is happy with her shoe. Alright, thanks very much for watching. Also, before I go, thank you very much to Fran for organising the swap. It was great. I had a great time. Alright peeps, thanks for watching. Bye.